Wagwan, welcome back to another SESH. The quote for this video: obstacles are those most frightening things you see when you take your eyes off the goal. And that's a quote by Henry Ford. I'm bad at meeting people. People don't like talking to me. I'm boring in a conversation. Others can see that I'm anxious, which they'll think is weird, or will make them uncomfortable. I'm an introvert. I shouldn't be expected to socialize. That's for extroverts. I hate small talk. This kind of distorted thinking makes us feel self-conscious and anxious about making conversation. You might be thinking to say, but these things are true for me, aren't they? Well, if you're like most socially anxious people, there's probably a sliver of truth in all these thoughts and beliefs, surrounded by a lot of self-defeating ideas. One step in overcoming your social anxiety is to apply the skill of thinking more realistic. While I do enjoy in-depth conversation much more than chit-chat, I actually engage in a fair amount of small talk with people I'm comfortable with, and it's always along the lines of discussing ordinary things going on in our lives. While sometimes I behave in ways that seem socially unskilled, I'm pretty good at connecting with people when I feel comfortable. The main problem is that I let my anxious feelings and thoughts distract me from using the social skills I already have. Besides, I can improve my social skills and self-confidence by practicing more and avoiding less. While as an introvert, I do indeed enjoy small settings more than larger ones, I know that it's to my benefit to occasionally mingle in groups so that I can meet and connect with people, which will help me make friends and advance in life. I know from experience that I can have a friendly and interesting conversation, especially when I really get into it. Most people are paying much more attention to the conversation than to my symptoms. Even if they do not notice that I'm anxious, they probably won't care as much. If they do judge me or get uncomfortable, that means they just have a problem, and hopefully they'll take care of that someday. The second thing you could do is explore specific situations that trigger anxiety. You see, social anxiety doesn't show up in the same way for everyone. You might feel anxious about any situation where you worry about others judging you. You could feel mostly fine simply being around others, as long as they don't expect you to share your thoughts or speak up. And pinpointing why and when you feel the most anxious can help you take the first step toward finding the solution to sort out these feelings. You can start by listing situations that cause the most discomfort. And these might include interviewing for a new job or introducing yourself to someone you're attracted to. Noting the symptoms you usually experience can also help you deal with them more effectively. And thirdly, you can challenge the negative thoughts, because chances are you spend a lot of time thinking about potential negative outcomes. You might worry about accidentally saying something rude or offensive, or spilling something on yourself. These things do happen, and they certainly can cause some short-term discomfort. It can feel frightening to imagine yourself in a similar situation, but try to keep things in perspective. When you begin to feel overwhelmed by anxious thoughts, you can try this by asking yourself some basic questions about the scenarios that worries you and providing honest and balanced answers. Social anxiety disorder is often misunderstood, and many people could be suffering in silence. It's much more than feeling shy and not wanting to speak up in big groups. It can really take control and impede your everyday life. And that's it for this video. I hope you found it interesting, and if you did, give it a like and share it with others. And if you still haven't already, consider subscribing to the SESH so you don't miss any of the amazing videos. And if you want to watch more like this, you can click here for the next video or here for a playlist. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.